Since time immemorial, people have been asking me how to plug contact mics into guitar pedals, and I've previously made videos and blog posts on this topic, but I've never had a perfect solution, which is why I finally made this Metal Marshmallow Campfire, which is the perfect solution. It's basically a guitar pedal on steroids for contact mics. It has 2 contact mic inputs, 2 instrument level outputs, 16 built-in digital effects, 8 of which are reprogrammable, better than CD quality audio. It can be powered with battery or USB. It slices, it dices, it even makes julienne fries. Wait. What the heck is even julienne fries? So here's how it works. It comes with 2 contact mic sensors, which you can stick to your instrument using poster putty. It doesn't have to be guitar. I'll show some other instruments later. Kind of the whole point of this is that you can stick these to just anything. So of course these plug into Campfire's inputs. Then there are 2 outputs that could be plugged into a guitar amplifier or other guitar pedals or whatever, but for now I'm going to plug these into instrument inputs in my recording interface just so you can hear this. Then this turns it on, and Campfire has 2 contact mic preamps built in. They're basically the same as Metal Marshmallow Roaster, so I can adjust the input gains. And this little dot here is like a clip indicator. So obviously I need to back off a little bit. So maybe something like that. And then these knobs here just control whatever the effect is. So I think this one's reverb. And then over here is some chorus. Oh yeah! And then these buttons here let you switch between effects. So that's a flanger. And then this one I really like. I think it's got a pitch shifter in one channel. And then delay in the other channel. I like this like slightly detuned sound. It kind of reminds me of like old ragtime piano. It sounds great. It hides all your mistakes. Anyway, so here's some nice reverbs. And this is a pretty nice distortion I like. And here's a really nasty octave fuzz. It's kind of fun. Okay, so that's just great, I hear you saying. You've got some basic guitar effects there. La-dee-da. What if I need something specific? Like, what if I need, I don't know, like an arpeggiator to use with my handpan or something? I didn't hear any arpeggiators in any of your demos, so does that mean that Campfire is useless for me? Well, no. In fact, I've got you covered, because as I said, 8 of the built-in effects are reprogrammable. And in fact, the chip that's actually doing the effects processing is called Spin FV1. And the important thing about that is that it's been around forever and it's really popular. So there already exists a huge library of open source third-party effects that are capable of running on Campfire. And I took the liberty of batch compiling all of these, so you can go to metalmarshmallow.com, widgets, Campfire Programmer, and plug Campfire into your computer with USB, and you can see the software is already sending some messages back and forth with Campfire. Then I guess the first thing you could do is read in all of the effects off of Campfire. I'm not sure what the default ones are going to be, but here at least I can see what I currently have on there. And maybe I don't really care about this octave or fuzz in slot 9 after all. So I can open up this huge list of existing effects and look through there. And it looks like actually there are a few different arpeggiators. So actually maybe I'll grab this minor one into slot 9. Then I'll go back into slot A and grab this one, which I think is major chords. And so far I've only selected the effects that I want. So to actually load these onto my Campfire, I just need to press this button. Oh, did you see the loading indicator? Let me do that again so you can see it. I worked really hard on the loading indicator, guys. Anyway, I guess I'll stick these mics on my handpan, since that's what you weirdos asked for. And here you go. Voila! And while we're here, I've shown this before, but this one sounds awesome on Handpan. Here's a reverb I really like. This one makes everything sound like magic. God, I love reverb. Okay, fine, but what if I still can't find the effect that I'm looking for even on that huge list, I hear you asking? Well, this is somewhat of a more advanced topic, and I do plan on making more videos on this in the future, but you can also write your own effect. effects. Effects are written in the Spin ASM assembly language, and this is what the code looks like, and it can just be written in a text editor. And there are a few different free compilers. I've been using this one called ASFV1, so I compile my effect from the command line, and that produces this exactly 512-byte binary file. Then in my software, I can select that from my computer and upload it, and finally load it onto my Campfire. And this one is a little guitar tuner app. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, yeah, fine, I hear you saying, but I don't want your crappy effects, Mike. I already have my own guitar pedals that I already love, and no digital recreation of these is ever going to do them justice. And the original question was, how do I plug a contact mic into guitar pedals, and you still haven't answered it. Well, I've still got you covered, because there's a mixer effect that just routes the inputs through to the outputs. So I've got one mic on my rusty Mbira of Death, and the other one on my infinitely sustaining Plank of Death. And one output is going into this pedal, and the other output is going into this one. And that works since these are instrument level outputs, and Campfire does all of the necessary impedance conversion and gain staging. Then these go off into my computer just so I can record this. And so right now, this one is going through the delay pedal. And this one goes through the distortion pedal. But then I can switch. So now this one is delay. And this one is distortion. Or I can blend them so they both have delay and distortion. And if I turn the pedals off, I just get clean sound, since Campfire isn't applying any effects of its own in this example. Okay, so let's talk about power. This can be powered through the USB port, and it'll come with a cable and wall adapter depending on your region. Or it can be powered with an 18650 battery, but due to shipping restrictions, it doesn't come with one installed. But what you can do is take it to a licensed technician, have them remove power, unscrew these 4 screws around the bottom, and remove the bottom panel, exposing the battery receptacle. And normally 18650s have some markings indicating the positive side, which should face the plus on the PCB. Do not install the battery backwards, and if you can't tell which way is the right way around, stop it and get some help. Then once the battery's in, you can reassemble it, and most likely a freshly installed battery will be locked out, and to unlock it, you just need to power it with USB for a few seconds. Then after that, the battery can just be used on its own. And USB charges it, and pressing both buttons shows the battery status and then powers the device off. And a 2500 milliamp hour battery powers Campfire for around 28 hours on a single charge, and then it takes, and please don't be mad at me, 8 hours to charge. Okay, so how do I get one? Well, currently, at the time of recording, the only way to get one is on Kickstarter, although if you're watching this later, it should be for sale on my website. I'll put links down below. But the reason for Kickstarter is that manufacturing a batch of these is going to be really expensive, and so I just want to raise some of the funds in advance for that. But when you support the Kickstarter, you're just pre-ordering one of these. You're just buying one, at what I believe will be the regular retail price, just with the understanding that it's not going to ship right away. And I'm putting, I don't know, maybe 6 months as an upper bound on how long I think it might take to ship these from the time that the campaign is complete. And I hope it doesn't actually take that long, but in manufacturing, there are always stupid delays that are out of your control. But the point there is that you're not just funding some hypothetical pipe dream of an R&D project with a crappy AI-generated trailer, and who knows if it's ever going to exist or not. No, this exists. This has already been through multiple rounds of prototyping. All the bugs have been worked out. The R&D phase of this is over. I've got suppliers lined up for all of the components. And if this project gets funded, I'm just going to press the go button on manufacturing, and I'm going to start assembling your product that you bought. And if it doesn't get funded, then this will be the only one that ever exists, and I get to have all the fun for myself. But anyway, I think that was all I was going to say about this for now. So thanks for watching, and if you want this to come into existence, please like this video, engage with it, leave comments, share this video, and help me get this in front of other people who are interested in supporting the Kickstarter. But anyway, that's all for now, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!